Hello everyone, we're here today to go over the second video we made for Stache. And by we, he means me as well. This is your favorite tracker Stache alongside my friend Michael Knight here. Yeah, sorry, I just kind of jumped right in there. Help me out, was I with you on this one? You had just joined the crew. I'm not even sure you went on board the Legacy with me. You were just along for the ride. Right, you're navigating through that big electromagnetic storm using help from the... Help from what? You mean the Crimson Fleet? Does it bother you that much? I don't like pirates, Michael. I never have. Stache, man, you can't get so upset about everything. Now, what do I do with the money every time I get it? You give it to Sistef. And how often do I give it to Sistef? Every time. Alright then. Well, then let's just watch what's going on and see what happens next. Now, is that... Oh, yeah. No, that's completely what you think it is. I melted down Starbone armor and made a sword out of it. It's great. So you can explain to me how you lost your arm in that reality? No, I didn't actually. That's just an augment that goes over your regular natural arm. Have you seen the exoskeleton stuff we've been messing around with? Yes, I have. Isn't that normally just for, like, when you're wearing a actual vaccine? They do make them for everyday use. It's just you have to be selective about the clothing you pick out because it can tear into it. We should probably talk about where we are, which is literally just outside of the actual area where you go to retrieve the loot of the Legacy. Once you do some death-defying shots there, when you're watching in playback, all you ever see are the times that you miss. Like right there. I think it's more important eventually that you did hit it. So everyone's aware, we're on a ship called the Legacy. It's a Galbank ship that was stranded hundreds of years ago, and there are literally millions of credits on board encrypted in these units. In fact, all these different various stacks of crates are all money. Right, and if it's not understood, basically any faction you give that money to can decide the fate of the galaxy. Like they say, like a million credits is what you would call life-changing money, because literally it changes the course of someone's life forever. Right, and effectively this is changing the fate of the entire galaxy. If you gave that to the Crimson Fleet, it would destroy the space lanes, making them even bigger threat than they are with the meager resources they have now. Some sweet jazz flute coming through for you. It does sound nice, doesn't it? Right, I remember initially we just wanted to have that stuck on an elevator feeling when we first popped this in. And there it goes, all them credits activated. You would never have to work. Your great-grandchildren would never have to work a day in their life if you had all this money. See? And that's what I'm talking about. It's just too dangerous to give to the Crimson Fleet. They destroy everything in their path, making themselves an legitimate government. For you history buffs out there, just to our right off camera is the corpse of Jasper Cricks. Yeah, I don't have enough loogies to spit right now. It's not very nice. Just for the sake of those he's tortured and killed, I'll spit if you don't mind. Better do it fast, things are about to get really real here. There he goes. There it is. Now, what is it that's flooding the compartments there? I mean, some of it's a coolant by the looks of it, but, I mean, hell, the way some of it's on fire, some of it could be an accelerant. It really must be just, depending on where you are. All I can get from the scanners on it is that it's toxic. Makes sense. So how scared were you getting out of there? Because it looks like a mess getting in and out. You and I both don't do well with enclosed spaces, and these enclosed spaces are toxic or on fire. So 1 to 10. So not well. I was very, very scared. Yeah, but 1 to 10, how scared? 6, 7? You're gonna sit there looking me dead in the face and tell me, in like the most hellish environment possible with enclosed spaces and fire, that's maybe a 6 out of 10 for you? Stache, man, I've been stuck between two realities. One of them a hellish nightmare world covered with bugs, and the other one's full of nightmarish, murderous robots. So you stand by it, 6 out of 10. I do indeed, 6 out of 10. Not that bad. I think you were scared, more scared. Well, agree to disagree. Who's that pilot, though? He's a hell of a pilot. Oh, is someone over here humble bragging? You are correct, sir. I can attest in all of that murk that it is very hard to pilot a vessel. Well, that about does it. I think we're just about out of this one. As soon as we make the jump. I do recall that you almost hit... Yep, you almost hit an asteroid right there. It came out of nowhere. It's the size of New Atlantis. And he makes the jump. Until next time, I'm Michael Knight, and this was Stache. I'll catch you trackers in the Starfield.